Okay, so I've tried to do this as simply as I can. I think that this is a pretty reasonable method for you. So I've made this block here. This is going to be our detector. And another thing we need to do is we're going to put a value inside the trains, um, inside the train model called isTrain. I'm just sticking it inside starter character script so that it's in my character when I start. We can test it, so I can be the train essentially. I can't be bothered to make up some trains and stuff. Okay, let's have a look at the script. We have the detector, and I've stuck the script straight inside the detector. Um, Obviously, if you've got multiple ones, you might want a different system to collect them all up, but let's worry about that another time. We've got the script inside the detector. Where we get the detector is the script.parent, and we're going to make a variable called parts in detector. That's going to be how we track what's in there, and we're going to set it to 0. Then we do your making the sound. So got this with the pitch and the sound ID looped, and we're going to declare the parent last. You was trying to do it in here. That's not a good method. That's considered bad practice. Not sure it even works quite the way that you did it there. It definitely does with clone. But anyway, the last thing we want to do is parent it. It's better to change other things before you have it parented. Um, Having said that, I'm not sure. Sounds might behave a little bit differently. Detector. Then we're going to run the detector.touched event. So when it's touched, we get the other part, or hit, I think it was in your one, but same thing. We're just naming that parameter. And if other parts.parent, find first child is train. So it'll look for if it's got this is train inside it when we put that inside the train. And then we're going to add one to the parts inside the detector. And when we have touched ended, it's going to do pretty much the same thing and take one away from that number. So let's go back to the if it's touched. I'm just printing how many parts are in there so that we can test it to easily see. And then here's where it's probably getting a little bit more complicated, but I'm just checking that the sound is loaded. Um, Something I learned about from Cyber Creator's recent video, and then we're also going to check that the sound is not playing. So and not sound dot is playing, then sound play. So we'll start it playing, and it. Oh, you don't have it looped. Okay. I'd suggest actually you have this as true, and just have it looped. So that all the time there's a train in there, it's just going to keep going. I imagine. I think it's quite a long one, isn't it? But yeah. Oh, and I'm also parenting it to the detector rather than just straight into the workspace. I think you might need to change something else, but at least you can get the 3D sounds so that if you're far away, it doesn't sound like it's right next to you. Okay, so we got the touch thing. We have to start playing, and now we got the touch ended, and then the same way, so it's going to take one away each time, and we're going to check each time we take a part out whether that is the one that takes down to 0, and if it is, then we stop the sound from playing. So if we just check this out now, let's hope this isn't too loud on headphone users. Ignore the UI stuff, it's something else I'm working on. And you can see as long as there's a little part of, as long as there's any part of me inside the model, it'll go. Yep. And as you can see the number here, 16 when we're inside the R16 model, and 0 when we get out of it. So that should be pretty good. Apparently there could be some issues with the touch vent stuff not firing properly, but I haven't really run into too much trouble that I haven't caused myself with other things going wrong. So yeah, I hope that helps. Ask any questions if you have any. Thanks.